Central Standard Time.
Yes.
Why not say it? Mycitymymusic. All one word. And you can catch us on YouTube. So
Live.
tune in, call in, join in, participate. But right now, Miss Mink finna give us that
Vision statement. Mission
Rob.
statement. She
Hey,
always
I
do
got
this.
a little brain freeze right about now.
Right, exactly. Where is that at? Yes.
But it's
All right.
okay. Y'all already know what it is. We gonna keep it moving.
All right. So, y'all do know what it is. Our vision and mission is to make sure that we are bridging the gap between our youth and our season. We want our season to know that our youth has a voice. And we want our youth to know, hey, keep it respectful. But most definitely, your voice should be heard. A lot of times, everyone is being shh, 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 because of different things that's going on in the world as well as in their life. And they shut up, shut down. Don't shut up, shut down. Call in, talk to us, because we definitely want to talk to
back.
you.
Yes. You know we will. We talks back, baby. And no, we don't have all the answers, but if we put our heads and our minds together, whatever problem that's going on, we can come up with a solution.
Yes.
So let's all join together instead of keep fighting against each other.
That's
and
right.
the topic tonight is believe in yourself. If you don't believe in yourself, who will? So
That's
let's
right.
talk about it.
Yes, but before it is that we actually get into the topic, my co-host didn't know, that I was going to do this. But I just want to say, I really have a lot of respect and a lot of love for our viewers because of, what happened with our last show. I have been getting so much love. So many people reaching out and checking in with me, checking on me, just to check on your girl to see if she was all right. But let me tell you something. God is my protector. That's who my shield of armor is put on with. And believe me, he got my back 100%. And Michelle, your girl is good. But I thank you for all of the love, the check-ins, and the shout-out. But your girl is good. And that's the reason why it's so important that, our viewers know that's what our show is all about. It's live and in living color, and it's all about the real. Ain't nothing fake and phony about.
We ain't
Why
scripted.
not say it?
We
Nope.
definitely not scripted.
Not scripted.
And guess what? Life be lifing with us.
Life be lifing.
So when you hear us on this platform talking, it's because we go through real life things. We
That's
talk
right.
about real life stuff. And we talk about what we know and what we have been through.
Mm-hmm.
And we just want everybody to know that they have choices.
Yes.
We made it through, and hey, if you keep God first, you can do the same. So, I mean, you know what I'm saying? Hey, those that judge, hey, it's good. Those who talk, it's good. But when you get through talking, get through judging, hey, we all have life, and it be lifing.
That's
so,
right.
hey, come on, why not say it, and let's life together. We can
That's
talk about
right.
it. We can cry together. We can laugh about it.
Mm-hmm.
All of the above. But guess what? Don't ever come for us because y'all think you're doing something. You
'Cause
know
it
why?
don't work.
It don't work.
It don't
You
work.
remember that saying, sticks and stones may
They
break my bones, but words will never hurt me. And what was that other one? You can say what you want to say, but it bounce off of me and stick to you like glue. Come on, y'all. Hey, listen.
And like
we
I-
are human.
That's right.
We go through stuff.
And like I said, hey, God is our shield of protection. So you can shoot your bullets, you can throw your stones, you can throw your rocks,
Your
you
darts.
can shoot your darts, but hey, let me tell you something. They bounce right off.
Yeah.
God ain't gonna let it. Ain't gonna
Exactly.
let it.
And
Ain't
the
gonna
thing
let it.
about it is that, first off, you just have to start believing in yourself.
That's right.
You got to be able to believe that what you want to go through, what you going to go through, what you going to tolerate, what you not going to tolerate. You got to start loving yourself. And when you start loving and knowing thyself, a lot of times the bones that's brought to you, you won't bring them as the dog carrying the bone. You feel what I'm saying?
That's right.
And a lot of times, people shoot the messenger, but don't catch on to the message. So, you know what I'm saying? We got to stop all the foolishness because life is passing us by while we stuck on foolishness.
That's right.
You got to believe in you, because if you don't believe in you, how do you expect somebody else to believe in you?
Right.
You
And
know?
especially for all our Christians, our believers, all of that. You should believe in you because God don't make no mistakes. And that's our creator. I don't care what most high you believe in. You was created. So God is our creator. And hey, he don't make no mistakes.
He definitely don't make no mistakes.
So you gotta believe in you. Believe in you.
You got to. And
That's
then
right.
I'm going to say this too. You know, for all of our viewers, for the ones that was on last week and the ones this week, and prayerfully on for the rest of the time of us being on Why Not Say It. These life situations that you encounter on Why Not Say It, these are not even about us. It's about whoever's watching. This can help somebody else, because somebody else could be going through the same thing that we are going through, and this may have helped somebody else.
That's right.
So, you know, all the time, everything that goes on in your life is not about you.
That's
It's
right.
not about you getting so caught up in your feelings. It's about somebody bought a bone. Now, what you gonna do with it?
Right.
How you gonna respond?
How you gonna respond?
How you gonna act to it? You know, and a lot of people think that, you know, we were gonna act a fool or we were gonna respond in a certain kind of way. No. Listen, God already made that plan. He had already laid the bed out and everything. See, and God don't dwell in no mess. God ain't particular about beauty. He don't care about ugly. He don't care about none of that. What he care about is winning souls. He care about, you know, saving people's lives. And the thing about it is that, hey, life be lifing. What are you going to do? Are you going to believe in yourself? Or are you going to keep believing in the things that people put in front of you or dangle in front of you, or things you seeing on social media, or things you seeing that, you know what I'm saying, that don't hold no value?
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying?
What people are saying, how people are treating you, or whatever the case may be. We all have our seasons. We all go through different things, but like Miss Kiwi stated, it's how it is that you choose to react to it. We also always say, hey, Fastlane said all the time, your test
is your testimony.
Is your testimony. What it is that you go through is what it is that you can talk about and help somebody else go through something that may be similar or not so similar. They may be getting ready to experience it or probably never have, but then they know, you know, different ways into how it is that they can dodge that bullet. And that's the biggest, you know, reason people try to get a rise out of you. And they try to, you know, they expect that you're going to act, a fool, a donkey. But no, you don't have to act like that. And I say that to all, especially my young ladies. You do not have to act a fool when it is that you are faced with a lot of life challenges, or when it is that somebody may be trying to get at you, rub you the wrong way, or, you know, whatever it is their purpose or their meaning is. You don't have to stoop to their level. That's what I say. When it comes to those type of things, sometimes you gotta rise for the occasion.
Rise above, baby. You gotta go
believe
so
in
far
yourself.
into believing in yourself. Believe that this is a test, and today I'm gonna pass that test. Because guess what? You bought me something that you thought was gonna hurt me, but it didn't hurt me. What it did was it gave me confirmation to be able to stand tall, lift my head up high, and to for real move on. Because if we don't learn how to believe in ourselves, because it always starts with self. When you look in the mirror, you don't see me. When I look in the mirror, I don't see you. So the thing about it is I see me. I need to start believing in me. What is it that you're going to allow other people to bring into your spirit, into your space? Today, I believe that nothing.
Right. Absolutely.
Nothing. You know why? Because today I'm going to have a good day. And that don't mean that you're not going to encounter little things. But when you wake up in the morning and you thank God first for allowing you to see that day. Then the next thing you need to say to yourself, I believe in me.
That's
and
right.
today, I'm going to have a good day no matter what.
Yep.
I believe today is the day that the Lord has made,
That's
and
right.
I'm going to rejoice in it.
That's
you
right.
know?
And I always equip myself with no weapons formed against me shall prosper. And you best believe, like I stated, you can throw those darts, you can shoot that bullet, you can throw those stones, but those weapons, yep, they won't prosper. They're going to fall right on down to the ground.
You got to believe, baby. You got to believe. You got to believe. That's just something you have to do. You have to believe in yourself.
Yes.
Because if you don't believe in you, if you don't feel good about you, if you don't think you're beautiful, if you don't think you're smart, why would anybody else think that of you?
That's
Why?
right. Nobody will.
What is it that you're doing to make them feel that way?
Right.
If you always moping, if you always complaining, if you always feeling down about things, then what makes you think somebody else is going to believe in you? They won't.
That's right.
They going to feel just how you feel. They going to feel like,
well, they ain't going to feel that they got a reason to believe.
Exactly.
If you can't believe in you, so
they always down. I don't want to be around them. They always negative. I ain't trying to talk to them.
Or you know, they do want to be around you and be in that same, because they in
misery
that
do love company.
Yep, misery do. And birds of a feather, they sure flock together.
Misery loves company.
So yeah, you have to be careful of how it is that you also carry yourself, because you will attract, believe me, you will attract what it is that is out there. And even if it is that you know, that negativity is coming to you, or the you people just trying to bring you down or get at you, or whatever the case may be, even if that is attracted to you, those are actually God's way of showing you just how important you are. So most definitely, we want to make sure that we are believing in ourselves. We are, hey, give yourself that amazing spirit that you can portray on a daily basis. Hey, wake up in the morning. Thank God for that eye-opening experience. And then tell yourself,
I believe in miracles. Yes, but you know what? We would like to welcome our other co-hosts.
Yes, Fast Lane is in the building.
What up, what up, what up?
And we're just talking about a topic in believing in yourself, because if you don't believe in yourself, what makes you think somebody else will? So, we just kind of talking to our audience about that and believing in themselves, and, what is it that they can do to believe in themselves? How can they motivate themselves? Because a lot of times, it starts with self. You have to be able to motivate yourself in order to even be able to believe in yourself,
Yeah. And what do you do, Miss Kiwi, to, build that self up?
Like I said, I get in that mirror and I talk to myself. I do. I tell myself how much I love myself. I tell myself that, I can do all things through Christ Jesus that strengthen me. I tell myself that today I'm going to win. Today I'm going to win, and no matter what I do. I talk to myself. I truly talk to myself to encourage myself, to make myself believe in the things that I'm saying. Because if I don't believe it, how can I convince somebody else to believe it?
That's
and
right.
really, it ain't even about convincing them, but it's just about showing them, like, I believe in me.
Yep, most definitely. And that's something, that's really true in reference to how you build yourself up. Everybody go through those moments where you may have that moment where you feeling a little down or whatever the case may be, but that's that moment that's between you and God. That's where it is, I'm going to say, at least for me, that I take it to him so that I can turn that around, because I never want to interject that on anyone. I don't want anyone to feel what it is that I may be feeling. I want them to, always feel that excitement and that joy and feeling good about themselves, even in those times and those days where you may not have that strength. So that's the reason why it is that I try to, exude it, so that, hey, somebody else can suck it in and feel good about themselves. Yes.
So Fast Lane, we know you just getting in the building. You know, we wanted you to get in and get relaxed and settled in. But you know, we just kind of want you to give us some of the strengths or some of the things that you do to, motivate yourself, as far as in believing in yourself, to encourage somebody else on today that might be going through or might be struggling to believe in themselves because things may not be going right for them today, So
Well, it goes back to one of them old famous sayings that Fast Lane always say, and that's loving yourself and knowing thyself. You know what I mean? Because the more you know yourself, the more you even know how to heal yourself. You know what I'm saying? Knowing yourself is not just knowing all the good things about you, it's also knowing the negatives so you can strengthen yourself in them negatives. You know what I'm saying? And that gives you that strength to believe in yourself more too. You know what I'm saying? Because the more you tap into self, you realize you're more powerful than what you thought you was. And the more you see that about yourself, it gives you more confidence with self. You know what I'm saying? You start believing in you more. You know what I mean? And that's where it comes down to. We look outside of ourselves for a lot of things, and we don't realize that the Most High gave us everything we need within ourselves, even to be able to recognize the help that we need outside of ourselves. You know what I'm saying? So it goes back to self. Self-evaluation is very important. That's why I stress that a lot, because the more we tap into self, the more we can realize what what our purpose is and what we could bring to the table and what strength you got and what special qualities you got about yourself. And that gives you more faith about yourself. You know what I'm saying? Because you start realizing, like, the more I tap into myself, the more I realize how much God loved me. You know what I'm saying? Because we'll sit back and watch our flaws and critique our flaws and trip off our flaws so much that we don't even count the blessings that He gave our own personal selves. Because each one of us are individuals, so we all got something different. You know what I'm saying? We all human, but we all got special gifts to bring to the table. That's why He made us all individuals. You know what I'm saying? And
so let me ask you all this. Have it ever been a time in your life that you didn't believe in yourself? Like, have you ever experienced something that, that happened in your life that where you didn't have that strength and you didn't believe in yourself?
never.
Y'all
Never.
already know.
I always had confidence out the room. Is you crazy? You know?
This one right here. This one right here.
But, to be honest, like, that's a process of growing. You know what I mean? Like, because, along this journey, it's a learning process. And the more you learn, the more you elevate. And certain things you grow out of. You know what I'm saying? You might have used to like this, but now as you get older, you realize you don't care for that no more. And, that plays a major part of even with yourself. It was certain things you might have liked about yourself when you was younger and certain things you might not have liked. And then as you get older, you get confidence within yourself and realize these are good qualities that others like about me that I might not have liked about myself.
I know. And you know what? And I'm going to say this. I have had those moments. I have had those moments. But that's when it is that I started to really buckle down and kind of my relationship with God is, I start alluding to that. That's what I do. I do more praying because, I go and I still have those moments. I still, may have those moments where I might not be feeling so good about myself and I start questioning. But one thing that I can say is that I start hearing that little voice. I hear voices. And I ain't saying, Y'all hear that? Miss Meek hear voices. No. I hear voices, but I'm not saying that, on a mental, it is all mental. But I'm just saying I hear God's voice and He snaps me back to reality really quick. Now, I know He get tired of having to snap me back to reality a lot, but that's because I know that relationship that I have with Him, and I can depend on Him outside of anybody else to snap me back. And that was one thing, Fast Lane, I had kind of, before you had came, y'all didn't know I was going to do it, but I just wanted to thank our audience, and our listeners from last week, because I had got a lot of responses and a lot of people checking in on me, calling me, texting me, even responding on my Facebook page, telling me, hey, you know, I just love the way you handled that, and I love the way you carried yourself with that situation. And you and your sister and your brother, you know, y'all just handled that like real G's. Y'all was the SHIT. Y'all, you know, so I got a lot of response, and I appreciate that. But like I told, you know, I responded on there too, is that, hey, your girl good. I'm good. I am definitely good. That didn't break me. That didn't break me because I was already prepared for it.
And,
So
and that just goes with what we're talking about on tonight, believing in yourself and also believing in the higher power. That, you know what I'm saying? If you have a relationship with him, God will prepare you for anything. He will not only prepare you, he will not only take you to it, but he'll bring you through it. So, you know, it's all about believing in yourself, believing in what it is that motivates you, believing in, you know, what it is that you know that you can do. Like Fastlane just said, you got to know what you can achieve. You know, you got to believe in what it is that you know that you can bring to the table, and not be so worried about what other people thinking or what people gonna say. And you know, because it's just one of them things. They still talking about Jesus Christ, and he laid down his life for each and every one of us. So, okay, what makes us an exception?
That was one of the examples he was showing us.
Yes.
That if they talk about me, they gonna talk about you. But you got to keep going. You got a purpose. No matter what they say out their mouth, they talking. But when you walk in the walk, it's a difference. You know what I'm saying? And that's the difference in people that sit around and just talk, and people that's making things happen. They ain't really having them same conversations. You know what I'm saying? So some people want to take like, well, you're being funny, or you think you this, or you think I just think better of myself now. Right. You know what I'm saying? When I wasn't thinking better of myself, I was having certain conversations that wasn't no good for me. You know what I mean? Now I want to talk about things that's going to make me a better person, or what's going to make me advance in my businesses, or make me, you know, just a better person to the world, period. You know what I mean? And that's the conversations I like to talk about now. You know what I'm saying? Because I realize we do talk about a lot of foolish things at times. And not talking about this podcast, I'm just talking about general conversation.
Right.
And we don't realize the power of the tongue. You know, we curse ourselves just from the things we talk about.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
That's
so
right.
I'm learning to talk about the wins and not the losses. I'm learning to talk more about what's going to help me rise. And when I wake up, I'm thinking win. Besides counting all the blessings of me rising, it's time to win now, because I know he blessed me to rise for a reason. And, you know, when you put him in front of you and then you put purpose and faith in front of you, man, you're going to win. And that's how you got to believe in yourself. It starts with what you believe in. If you believe you're a loser, you're going to lose. If you believe that you're a winner and I could build an empire, you're going to build that damn empire, or you damn sure going to get close to it. You know?
Yeah. And you know what? You said something that's really, I mean, it was good. It was really good, because that's that energy. It's all a part of that energy. When you have that doubtful energy, then you gonna doubt a lot of things. You gonna doubt a lot of things. And that's, you know, one thing, and I think that I was speaking to you about it, Miss Kiwi, is that this young lady has, you know, kind of been talking to me about go ahead and go back to law school, because you only got 3 years, you know, where it would take somebody else a long time. Then no, you got 3 years, because you got all of that other up under your belt. And at my new job that I'm working at, it's just so funny when different attorneys come in the office. They all like, so you're Michelle, I've heard about you. And I'm all like, well, how did you hear about me? But the attorney that I'm working for, he had sent out a welcome email. Okay. And he kind of gave a gist of all my background and all that stuff. So, yeah, every attorney that's been coming up in there, I ain't never met him, but they, you know, saying, that's so right. You Michelle. Even his son walked up in there, and he like about 12 years old. He said, you're Michelle, right? And I said, yes.
And it make you feel good. That makes you believe in yourself. See, now you're even talking about going back to law school. You already started it. So, you know what I'm saying? And that's why I said, anybody that's watching, life be lifing.
Yes,
you just have to know how to go through life endure what it is that you're faced, and just, you know what I'm saying, if you fall, don't stay down. Just get back up, pick yourself up, and keep it moving. It is easier said than done, but the thing about it is if you do it and not think so much about it, it can be done.
It can be.
It's all about believing in yourself.
And all things are possible.
All things.
All things are very possible.
Man.
It's just how it is that you perceive it or how it is that you make it happen. And that's the big thing. You know, like we always say, and I think we said it from the beginning of the show, is that you can make anything possible. Don't let it stagger you. And that's a lot of what's going on, you know, in society now, and why a lot of people are getting in trouble, or a lot of people are
so
still
angry,
being held down, or they're angry all the time, is because they don't believe in themselves. They've given up on themselves.
That's right.
And
also because we got to stop always looking in everybody else's backyard.
Oh, yes, Lord.
We got to know what God has for you is for you. And what God has for somebody else is for them. And what works for them may not work for you. Just like what works for you might not work for them. But we all have sound advice that can be passed along to help us through on our journey. Sometimes we just have to listen. We be so caught up in self to where we feel like we know everything, or this ain't gonna touch me, or I'm not. Life be lifing, baby.
Yeah.
And that's all a part of believing in yourself as well. If you believe in yourself, then you know that I can take sound criticism, because what that's going to do is make me go back to the drawing board, look at myself, reevaluate myself, and get back to it to fix whatever it is that somebody else may see that I don't see.
That's right. And I've heard, you know, a saying, foolish men or foolish women, it don't matter, but a fool may be saying foolish things, but you can always pick something up out of it.
Yeah,
can.
That's because a wise man know he knows nothing, and a fool think he knows it all.
Everything. Yeah.
So you know what I mean?
Right.
Like you
Church,
can learn from a baby. You know what I'm saying? You
tabernacle.
can learn from a good day or a bad day. You know what I'm
That's
saying?
right.
You can learn from somebody's success, or you can learn from somebody's failure. It's just about how you seeing things out your lens. You know what I'm saying? And how you perceive things. You know, like we so entertained by everything else but the things that's good for us. And in order to know what's good for you, you got to know yourself.
That's right.
That's why I keep stressing it. Knowing
Believe
ourselves
in
plays
you.
a major part of us getting what we deserve. You know what I'm saying? Because if you don't know what you want, how you going to expect somebody else to give you something that you don't even know you want?
That's right.
Yeah.
You know?
That's right.
That's so true.
Because
That
you
is
won't
true.
treat it like, you know, you won't treat it like nothing. You don't have no respect on it because you don't feel that you deserve it.
You have been and lost it before you even realized you wanted it.
That's
Exactly.
right.
You know what I'm saying? Because you didn't even know what you wanted.
That's
Exactly.
right.
know?
Yep.
And that comes back with, he said all the time, knowing thyself.
Yes.
When you know thyself, that means you're going to know what you want. You're going to know how you want to go about getting it. You're going to know how you want people to treat you in the process. Know thyself. Believe in thyself. Because if you don't believe, nobody else will.
That's right.
Exactly.
And you have to surround yourself
With-
around
that's right.
positive people, because you can't elude positivity if it is that you always around a lot of negativity. That's not a good mix. I don't
Not
care
at
what
all.
nobody say.
Not
That
at
is
all.
not a good mix when it is that person or those people are always negative and you trying to be positive. I don't care how much it is that you elude positivity. That negativity is going to still seep, and then eventually you'll start feeling yourself feeling a little bit of that negativity. So you have to move it.
They spread.
Yes.
Energies jump from person to person. And if you don't know it, it's real.
Yes, it
Energies
is.
jump from person to person. And that's why you have to also watch what you're being fed with. Watch what you're eating. Watch everybody's plate or table you're eating off of. You gotta watch what you're hearing. You gotta watch what you're looking at. You know, all of that
Watch
plays.
what you're saying.
What you're saying,
feel me?
because baby, the tongue is the most powerful
I
thing
know
on
that.
your body.
I done done it.
I'm telling you, you can speak life and death into you.
Yes.
Come on now.
Like they say, so as a man thinketh, he shall be.
Be it. Yes, ma'am.
And the
Yeah.
power of your tongue we have not because we ask not.
Yes,
That's
yes.
right.
That's part of it's in scriptures of man that's teaching you how to manifest right there.
That's
you know what I'm saying? Like
And
speak
you
it
don't want to
into
manifest
existence.
the bad thing because you done said bad things.
You know,
Exactly.
speak it into existence. Watch
Yeah.
what you say out your mouth.
Yes.
Speak the positive into your life. Speak life into your life. You know what I'm saying? You know,
Yeah.
love yourself more. And
Exactly.
that way you will know what you want to speak into your life. You know what I mean?
And another thing we have to learn, because hey, and I'm not sitting here like as if, you know, I had it all together, because I had to learn this, and I'm still learning it because I'm a work in progress. But you know, when people wrong you, don't always have revenge in your heart.
That's right.
Because guess
Oh.
what? God's revenge is worse than man or woman's could ever be. Sometimes we gotta take it in the chin and know that, you know what, you may have got that off, or you think you got it off, but I'm a take that and I'm a walk away, because a lot of times when you go for revenge, you might have things going on, and that blessing may be right there, and that could be that test that sends you way back.
Yep.
As opposed to if you take that, you know, take that loss or whatever the case may be, because it's hard. It's hard to do that. You don't know what God might have for you, because He always got a ram in the bush.
Well,
you know.
that's always a test, especially if you got faith. You know what I mean? If you believe, you're going to be tested. You know what I'm saying? And you got to know that when you're being tested, it don't always feel good. So that's when that's when you stay humble and find a reason to count your blessings in the midst of the worstest of times. Or, you know, like one thing I done learned, if you entertain the devil, then you gonna keep his attention. You see what I'm saying? So when you doing little stuff that you know ain't right, you know it ain't good to you, but you want to do it to somebody else. Well, that's what's gonna follow you, because the energy we put out is the energy that's gonna come back. You know what I'm saying? If you helping people, just because you help somebody don't mean that's gonna be the one gonna turn around and help you. But them blessings gonna come back because you putting out positive energy. So when we break our neck to, you know, try to report negative to somebody else about somebody else's life or somebody else, you know, drama, or talking down on somebody else, we don't realize how we steady cursing ourselves because we putting out negative energy, no matter if we talking about somebody else or not. You know what I'm saying? So we got to realize, watch what you say out your mouth just because you think you got the right to say it. You know what I'm saying? Whether you talking about the people you don't like or the people you do like, we are responsible for our own actions. So before you can ever check me, check yourself.
That's
you know what I'm
right.
saying?
Before you wreck yourself.
And then you know what? And if it is that you do make those mistakes, accept the responsibility and be accountable. Be accountable. Own up to it. Own up to it. Own up to it. You can apologize. Some people may not accept your apology when it is that you apologize, but at least get that off you.
Exactly.
Get that off you. Get it off you and pray about it. Because I know I've had those moments where I've said things, I've done things that, believe me, ooh, Jesus,
that could have been handled in a different manner.
A different manner. However, after I realized I have to take accountability, I have to apologize, and then I'm taking it to, well, first and foremost, I took it to God first, and that's what led me to be accountable. You get it off you.
Exactly.
I'll handle how it is that they need to be handled.
Exactly.
But if you don't want me to handle you, you get it off you.
Exactly.
You get it off of you.
And that's the way you have to do it. You have to be accountable. And that's another thing, you know, a lot of times we are not accountable for the things that we do. You know what I'm saying? Because it's easier to point that one finger. But when you pointing that one, how many more are pointing back at you? So you have to learn to be accountable for your own actions. You can't keep speaking out of your mouth, you made me do it. No. You made yourself do it. You allowed yourself to do it. So in allowing yourself to do it, go back and rethink, what part did I play in that? And where can I take accountability so that I can apologize for it? You know, because some things are worth apologizing for. Some things are not worth apologizing for, because you know what I'm saying, some things that you do or say, if you feel strongly and you were right about it, then it don't need an apology. But a lot of times we don't be accountable for the things that we do or we say or the actions that we put out. So we have to start being accountable.
Yep, accountability is a part of believing in yourself.
Yes.
Because that means that you are strong enough in yourself to accept those mistakes that you made.
Yeah.
And you are willing, to make those mistakes right.
Yeah.
But a lot of people can't handle that, and a lot of people don't do
truth.
it.
People can't handle truth.
Can't be accountable. A lot of people ain't accountable for what it is that they do. No. They really not. Yeah. But that means that they don't know themselves neither.
That's right.
I'm put that out there.
They ain't even being real with themselves.
Right.
It's a lot of people expect people to do a lot of things that they ain't even doing for their own themselves. You know what I'm saying? And that's, to me, that's backwards.
Yep.
That's like coming in somebody's life and you telling them, I need you to do this and this and this and that for me. But then you ask them, well, are you doing this and this and that for yourself?
That's right.
Excuse me.
Not.
And they ain't.
That's right.
And so, people come in other people's lives expecting them to do more for them than they're doing for themselves.
Or even willing to put out.
So, it's just as simple as loving yourself is very important, because if that's what you want from somebody else, you damn sure got to do it for yourself.
That's right.
You know what I mean?
I got a lot of people on my live that's saying accept that accountability.
Yeah.
Hello, accept that
you
self-evaluation. Speak. It is. You have to. I don't know, as we always say, that's the reasoning. And I can't express it enough. I don't think none of us on here can express enough why it is that we have the platform, is because, hey, reach one, teach one.
Exactly.
True. Reach one, teach one.
And you're never too old to be taught something.
You're never too old
to be taught something. We all are still. I'm a student before I'm anything.
That's right. Absolutely.
I'm a student at all times before I'm anything. But even with being a student, like I said, you have to watch what you allow to come into your space. Because everything that's being taught is not being taught the right way. Like right now, people make right wrong and wrong right. Come on now, we know better. And some of the things that we were taught that was supposed to be right is wrong. So those are things that we supposed to correct and take accountability for. But come on now, we all know right from wrong. And then the thing about it is that whatever seed that you're sowing or whatever kind of energy you're putting out, if it don't feel good to you, it ain't gonna feel good to somebody else.
That's
so
right.
Come on now, we gotta be accountable for that.
And then a lot of people have to learn to be vulnerable. I know a lot of times people don't want to realize or accept that word, vulnerability. But if you believe in yourself, then you believe in yourself enough to know that you can be vulnerable. And what I mean by being vulnerable, meaning that being able to accept that you can be hurt, being able to accept to show emotion, being able to accept to show a little bit of fear sometimes. You can be vulnerable. Our emotions are a big driver of, how it is that we believe in ourselves, or how it is that we can accept things, how it is that we can be accountable for things too. Because when you are able to be vulnerable, that means that you can accept accountability. Exactly. You got to, because when you're doing wrong, you are vulnerable to the fact of accepting that you have done wrong. When it is that you are rough, tough, hardcore, or think you are anyway, then that means that you don't have that respect for that vulnerable side of yourself, which can push others, away from you, or people don't want to deal with you, or whatever the case may be. Most definitely. Yes. So I have someone on my live that says, in order to be a good teacher, you have to be a good student. Just like you said, I'm a student before I'm anything.
That's right. That's just like I said. You know what I'm saying? Everybody wants to be a chief. Everybody wants to be a leader. Everybody is not meant to be a leader in that aspect. Like, I mean, when I say that, I mean, like, a lot of people that have became great leaders was once followers. But when I say you can't be a leader in everything, you have to know your position. You have to know what you can bring to the table. And in what you bring, you will be a great leader in that. But some positions you can't be a leader in because you have no experience in that. You know what I'm saying? So that's what I mean by you can't be a great leader in everything. Be a great leader in the things that you know how to do. That you can produce fruit from. But come on now, we gotta stop wanting to be everything and be everybody. We gotta be who we are.
Who God made us.
Yeah.
And appreciate who it is that God made us. Because when he did make us, he already knew about us.
He ain't make no mistake.
He didn't.
He made us wonderfully made, unique and whole. And unless you got a twin, even with twins, they still have something different,
individuality.
Exactly, about themselves. So you know what I'm saying. You got to be able to love thyself. You got to be able to believe in thyself. You got to know thyself. So call in 515-599-1687. If you believe in yourself, call in right now. Right now, if you believe in yourself. I got a lot of people on my live, and I want to know if you believe in yourself, baby. If you believe in yourself, just call in. Give us a shout out. 515-599-1687. If you don't believe in yourself, then I know you ain't going to call in, baby. But it's okay. It's okay because I believe in you. I believe one day you going to call in to this show and talk about what we talking about. I believe that.
Yes. And we also welcome, hey, if you have a topic that it is that you want to talk about or, express, most definitely, hey, let us know.
Talk about it.
Let us know. We want to know all of our entrepreneurs. We want to know all of our young people, that's out there striving. Or even if it is that you got some hiccups or some headaches or something going on, let us know. Because that's the biggest thing is we really want to reach our young people because that's who it is that we're losing on a daily basis. Not only just to, the streets, but jails are full of our young babies.
Death is really happening.
Yeah, the cemeteries are full of our young babies. So we do a lot of this because we want you to know that we understand. We done been there, done that, probably still doing it.
Okay.
And
come on
yes,
now.
We want you all to know that we love you. We want you to participate. Get in on these topics. Hey, naturally, we're going to say, young people, be respectful. However, there is a way that you can always respectfully address your emotions and feelings and how it is that you're feeling. But for us seasoned individuals, hey, y'all better say it.
I need y'all to step up and start believing in yourself once upon a time. Because in these times, baby, it seems like a lot of us, and I say us, have lost ourselves, have lost our way. But, we need you to come back. Come back into the light, Caroline. Come into the light, baby. We need y'all to believe in yourself. You know what I'm saying? We got to start pulling together because it takes a village. We got to make this village come back and stand up. And we need to link together. And we need to stand together and stop falling for everything. Because I'm telling you, we in them times. And if you don't believe me, just look at the seasons. Just look at all the things that you face with on a daily basis. Some people feel like they can't even get out of the stuff that they're going through. That's because a lot of times we don't know ourselves. We don't believe in ourselves.
I'll never forget that song that the Cutthroats had. What was Jermaine's his little lyric was wars, rumors, and more.
More wars. Yeah.
I forgot the name of it.
I can't.
I think it was called Wars.
Yeah, wars and rumors and more wars. Yeah, and we are in those times. Like we are within war within ourselves.
We are.
We can't even get past ourselves to even see that it's a war coming in front of us. So, you know what I'm saying? We got to start loving ourselves. We got to believe in ourselves. We got to, get in that mirror and talk to yourself and tell yourself how much you love yourself.
That's right.
Hey, believe in yourself.
Yes.
For real.
Talk
so
to
when you walk out that door, you'll be, people will look at you and be like, yeah, that's a person that believes in themselves.
Because they can see it.
Yeah, they can see it. They can see the confidence in you, but if you one of them people, you could dress up all day long. You could put on all that war room makeup and, and walk out the door, be fly and all of that. But people actually see that you don't have that confidence. You don't believe in yourself. When you walk into a room, baby, you're supposed to be a showstopper. When you walk in that room, people supposed to feel that positive energy. Like, okay, we got some positivity coming into the room, you know? But when you walk in that room and everybody get to looking down and get to looking around and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Your energy just threw the whole place off.
Yep.
So you gotta start believing in yourself. You gotta love yourself, baby. I'm telling you, Miss Kiwi love her some me.
And she ain't never lied. Lord
I
have
love
mercy.
me some me, baby. I do. I believe in me.
Yes, she do.
And when I fall, baby, I get right back up and keep it moving.
But yeah, one of my live persons said, yes, the wars are here. Yes, they are. Yes,
they are.
Yes.
And the thing about it is that, you know, things are not even gonna get better until they get worse. You know, so we
and
have
who
to
gonna
know
survive
these
through the
things.
worst? If it is that you can't survive with, hey, you can't survive it now.
Yes.
So prepare. Preparation is everything.
Yes,
and how you gonna prep yourself?
Hey, what I say?
Equip.
If you stay ready,
you ain't gotta get ready.
Yes.
That's right. Believe in yourself. Most definitely.
And then for those who have children, or even raising a niece or nephew, or just help raising anybody's children, our children depend on us. So if you don't believe in yourself, then what makes you think them children gonna believe in themselves? We have to start.
Well, they gonna believe in you to trust you.
Right. You know, we gotta get back to setting examples for our children. We gotta believe in ourselves so these kids can know that, hey, I'm around somebody that believe in themselves, so I could take pride in believing in myself. I could believe that I could do this. But you know, if they don't see that, then their motivation is shot. You know, so
that's like being around them parents that's always doubting themselves, and next thing you know, them kids talk with doubt. You know what I'm saying? You gotta talk with faith around them kids. You gotta tell them they could do it. You know you got this. You know what I'm saying? Ain't no question about if you can do it. You got this. You know you gotta teach them to just have confidence, even when it comes with their schoolwork. You know what I'm saying? Like you gotta make them know how smart they is.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying?
You really do.
And when I say that, you know, when they doubting themselves, you have to remind them of all that smartness you have in you, and you know all that intelligence you got. And, you know, like, that plays a major part of how you treat yourself around those kids, too. You know what I'm saying?
That's
because
right.
they're watching.
Exactly.
They watch how you deal
They
with situations.
sponges.
They watching how you break down over anything. Or they watching how you might talk against yourself.
That's right.
And that's what they going to do. They pick that up. You know what I'm saying? It's just like a little kid, right? A little baby when they first start walking and stuff. And they fall. And when the baby fall, they look at you. And they ain't even crying yet. They looking at you to see how you react.
Right, yeah.
And then you screaming and going crazy because you think your baby just hurt themselves. And then they just bust out and go crazy. Right? Because they realize, oh, maybe this is what I was supposed to do. But then those mamas that you be like, get back up. You okay? You okay? They'll get back
and
up.
start running and
do it again like it was nothing. And fall again and fall again. But we don't realize at that very moment, y'all was teaching them babies how when you fall, you got to get back up and keep going. And that's how real life is. We can't teach them when they fall, we throwing a pity party, because then as they get older, that's what they're going to expect every time they fall. They think somebody going to come along and give them a pity party to help them get back up and know
it
that
ain't
ain't how it works.
Pity. It ain't going to be the right pity.
So basically all we saying to everybody, you know, and we always start with self. We have to know thyself. We have to love ourselves. We have to believe in ourselves. It always starts with self. Self-preservation, self-motivation, self, you know, just self. I ran out of self. So I thought y'all was going to help me, but it's okay. You so silly.
But you know what? But that's true. Oh, and I'll say, because a lot of people used to make fun of me because I'm always in school. All my life I've been in school.
Man.
But I was trying to, you know, set an example
Right.
for my kids. Not saying that you all got to be in school all the time, but just know that anything is possible.
Right.
I used to take my little baby to my college classes with me, you know, because I did have him at a young age, but I was determined that I was going to go on and go to school. And I wanted him or any of my children to know that all things are possible. You can't let just one little thing or a few little things stop you. They say the same thing because I work a lot. Well, if I want the best, then I'm going to put in the effort. I know God going to bless me, and he going to bless me to be able to endure it. But he ain't going to just let me just sit back and think that he just going to give it to me.
Exactly.
No. So,
gotta put that footwork in, baby.
That's why he says you take one step and he going to take 10.
That's right. Absolutely.
He ain't say just sit around and wait.
That's right.
He gave us the strength to get up and get out and get something. And he also gave us the wisdom and knowledge to know what we can and can't do. Exactly. And we got to believe we can get it done. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Like, it's a lot of people sit around and just waiting for stuff and crying and complaining instead of getting up trying to make something happen. Yeah. Sometimes you might have to step down from your expectations and just make things happen until you can get what you expect to have. You know what I mean?
And feel good sometimes if it is that you got to start over, a few times or whatever the case may be. It's the finishing. Whatever it is that you start and you finish, it's the finish point. Right. You may have to start over a few doggone times because I have. And I'm probably still going to, have to start over sometimes. But I'm not stopping. Exactly. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to stop. Because I believe in me. I believe in the higher power. I believe in God. I know he got me, and he wouldn't just want me to stop. Hey, I'm a true believer. He ain't brought me this far in the age that I'm at to leave me now.
And you got to also know this. Like, even if you have to keep starting over, it's a lesson that you're not learning in the reason you keep starting over. Mm-hmm. It's something he wants you to get in order to make it better for after you pass that test and get past that little stumbling block, then, you can take off. But if you keep on having to start over, just take a step back and think about what it is that you may be doing wrong or what it is that you're not doing or what it is that you're not getting to be able to pass this test to get to where you trying to go. Yeah. They talked about the turtle and how slow he was when he was trying to run in the race with the rabbit. But the rabbit actually played him short. He went and took a nap because he said, the turtle's so slow, I could take a nap. And when he got up out that nap, guess where the turtle was at? He was there you have it, baby.
Hey,
he believed in himself.
You know what's even deeper about that, though? See, the rabbit was running so fast, he was missing shortcuts and he was passing up a lot of stuff, so he had to keep going back. That turtle was taking his time, so he made sure he made every right turn. He made sure he saw all the signs he was supposed to see. That's right. He saw everything he was supposed to see along the journey because he took his time. So the rabbit was running fast, but he was running backwards fast because he had to keep going backwards because he kept running past a lot of things he was missing. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about it. We be moving so fast sometimes that we miss a lot of the signs. God be trying to talk to us and we don't even be hearing it because we moving so fast or we so caught in our mind that we don't even see what's going on around us.
Exactly. And that's another one of my sayings. Sometimes we can run down. We at the top of the mountain and we trying to run down so fast to where we missing everything in between what God has for us. Yes. We done made it down the mountain so fast, and then we don't even know what we ran down to the mountain. I mean, at the end.
Well, there is. There is.
I thought it was a pot of gold at the end of the rainbow. And that pot of gold ain't even there because you missed everything that was in between of what he's trying to show you, So we just got to love ourselves, believe in ourselves, and know thyself. And, hey.
That's right. Absolutely. Yes, so it's that time.
Hey, y'all already know.
Keeping us on point. Fast lane keeping us on point.
Yes, baby.
Keeping us on point.
But, hey, do we have any last remarks about anything that we have talked about? We love you all. We just want y'all to know that we love the support that you all are giving to Why Not Say It. We love that you all come and, take the time out to spend with us every Friday. Yes. We just want y'all to know how much we really appreciate y'all because without y'all, there is no us. So Why Not Say It sends much love to each and every one of you all. Until next Friday, 8 p.m. Central Standard Time. Why not say it? Miss Mink, you got anything else?
I'm getting ready to chop them fingers off over there.
Y'all know y'all can't get DJ Fast Lane onto nothing that got music or sounds, baby. Because he gonna make a beat, baby. He's gonna make a beat. Fast Lane, you got anything else to say to the people?
Hey, love yourself, believe in yourself, and get to it. Know that everything's possible if you believe it, you know?
That's right. Absolutely.
That's right.
All right, take us on home, Fast Lane.
Take us out, y'all. Take us out. And guess what? We own the rights to this music.
All of it that you hear, we do.
Own the rights to this music. But I'd like to thank each and every one of my guests that's on my live. Keep coming back every Friday. If you have a topic,
I love everybody on my live. Y'all know I love y'all. Just keep calling it back. Love you.
1687. Shout out to Fast Lane 747.
Forever we roll. There's always a destiny.